drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Hardman, he is not going to bring this out, so they will start the drive at the 25. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 29, Hurts. This one complete to Mecole Hardman.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive. He comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him. And I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
3 yards the gain there, second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he's got this down to the 35.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. Fast footwork by Sanders. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Clock runs, less than a minute to go, and an entertaining first quarter of play. On 2nd down, it's Sanders. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 44 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short. (7-7) our score after 1. Keep in mind they can still get a first down here as they come up on 2nd and inches. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. He is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Eagles have taken the lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And it was Miles Sanders who finished it off with a touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This one will come out to the 25 as Pollard is going to elect not to return it. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails, because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. The give is to Elliott. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole. But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
A first down throw for Prescott. Flushed out right. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And the return out shy of midfield with a 46-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now 21-7. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tiny 2-play drive that time. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Zeke and the Cowboys ready to begin their next drive. And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive a little bit. He's been great, but they haven't scored a lot of points.
I think they still have to show him as a threat. Make sure he touches it a few times. But as you pointed out, use him as a decoy a little bit and get the ball in the hands of some other people in order to put more points on the board. But he's done a really nice job of establishing them with his running.
Yeah, he's established himself well. Now can they put more points up? A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. To throw is Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Prescott. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Eluding the pressure right. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
They'll roll him out right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. To throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. Open man. That's Devontae Smith. Touchdown! Devontae Smith. 47 yards. And the Eagles continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So the extra point good, and the roughing call going to move the ball out to the 50 for the kickoff.
And I think this is a good chance to pin them deep if you can land the kickoff inside the 5-yard line or so. Gain some field position for your defense.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
The scoreboard tells a story for them a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
On 2nd and 10, Prescott. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit. And that might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
Prescott off play action. And he is going to be taken down. They got it. As that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. After the sack on 1st down, Prescott able to hit his target, Lamb. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. And they'll need to to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down. Now Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. This is caught inside the 15. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A big connection on that one. 34 yards.
We saw these guys have some big plays in their wild card win last week, and they're certainly going to need to continue to put up plays like we just saw there if they hope to continue to move on in these playoffs.
Prescott to throw it. Flush to his right. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Dalton Schultz there to make the grab. And the Cowboys cut into that lead.
I thought that was a nice job there of feeling the pressure and rolling out away from it and keeping the play alive. And I think he did it with the idea that his tight end would find his way free in the end zone, and his confidence was rewarded.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fields this way up at the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it out past the 30. Now back to work for Miles Sanders in the Philly offense. And it may just be the second quarter, but he's in his zone well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal.
Sanders has it poked free. It's picked up by the Cowboys. Diggs with a good footwork.
So, partner, that play broke huge. And when you can get a guy into the open field after the catch, he does actually turn into a running back. But in this case,
that's not his role.
No, not ultimately, because he didn't do what? He didn't secure the football. And if he had done that, that play would have been spectacular. Instead, he turns it over.
Yeah, a big play, all for naught. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Prescott now after the fumble recovery. Flushed out right. And he's got his big tight end here. Touchdown, Cowboys. From 8 yards out. And the Cowboys get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. A try here for the extra point. And this one's back to an 8-point game. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. A short kick taken at the 18. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. The Eagles offense going to take over late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. Throwing is Hurts. This will be caught by Brown. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good. And that will bump the lead up to 11. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
So we've come upon halftime here. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. This is Tony Pollard. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Cowboy offense set to go to begin this third quarter. And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. A give to Elliott. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 94 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Play action now. Prescott sliding out of the pocket. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Off the play fake, Prescott. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Jadeveon Clowney drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. Here's Brian Anger now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And they call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
And this is going to be an Eagles 1st down as he gets it up past the 35. And now hang tight here. Following the play, still down on the ground, is A.J. Brown. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. While the trainers take a look will step aside. Hurts throw into the hands here of Hardman. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off. They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
On second down now, it's Sanders. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And he'll get nothing out of that one. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
Well, there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks, because then...
That's caught at the 25. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play here for Dallas. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. And that'll set them back 5. Here's Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down.
Well, when you get an elite running back like he is, sometimes you've got to employ the by any means necessary method to get him down.
Yeah, sometimes you're relieved even if a flag comes out. But if you just get the hand up and you get it on the mask, you can kind of get away with that. But as soon as you curl it around a finger or the hand, that's pretty easy for everyone to see, and they'll call that one every time.
Nice gain of 8 that time, and it's 2nd and goal.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens...
And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. CeeDee Lamb there to make the grab. And the Cowboys are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
They'll let Elliott try and run it in. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
Well, they couldn't be happy happy that they're having to stop a two-point conversion because that means they gave up a touchdown. But a little solace there. You saw some good gang tackling, stacking him up before he can get to the end zone.
We talk about offensive units putting in more two-point period sessions in practice. Defensively, do you do the same?
Absolutely. You have to, because you never know how aggressive these offenses are going to be in games nowadays.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Jalen Hurts in this offense trotting back out.
How do you think he personally is evaluating his game so far? He was pretty good in the first half, been good so far here in the third quarter. He's got to like it, right?
Not looking for the dramatics here. Not trying to set the world on fire in terms of stats. It's almost like you're driving. Hands at 10 and 2, alert for anything out there, watching for trouble on the road, and making sure you get the team home.
The bus driver. See if he can drive the bus here again on this drive. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Another run with Sanders. One quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll run on first down. Sanders. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Five yards remain on second down. Hurts sets up to throw it.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Here's Hurts to throw.
And this is caught. That's Watkins. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
And on third down, the Cowboys bringing an extra defensive back. Now back to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Smith.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. They'll go again with Sanders. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down? They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the fourth quarter, the divisional round. They need to come up with something as they get this drive started. A gain of 6 there on first. Working with a 2nd and 4. Here's Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Prescott looks to throw on first. A dump off to Elliott. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
On first down, it's Elliott. It was Josh Sweat who got him down on the defensive side.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. On 2nd down, Elliott once more. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 106 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in this divisional round matchup.
That's exactly what they were looking for. If they get another gain like that, they'll be right there in field goal range.
And the tension building. Here's Dak. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll run on first down. Elliott. Zeke with a shake and bake. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, partner. They have all 3 timeouts.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
Prescott. He'll buy some time right. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
A score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out.
And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed, and in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. And this is caught, and it's a 3-point game. So that effort gives them a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage. At least give your team a fighting chance.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25.
Hurts and the Eagles now. Down 34-31. 37 seconds to go.
Their sold-out crowd is behind them. They need at least a field goal to tie as they've got it 1st and 10. Back to throw. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Big hold of the 30. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. They'll look to throw.
Pass complete, Goddard. And he'll get him a first down up past the 40 as the clock ticks on.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. He's back to throw. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Not that time for Watkins, but it's going to be 2nd down. Back to throw. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. So now at 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime.
And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete. And the Cowboys will advance to the next round as we say thanks for watching and so long, everybody.